Since ProPhoto works hand in hand with WordPress as you create your site, it's important to understand the role WordPress plays and to become familiar with the WordPress admin area. If you're new to WordPress, this video is for you. In it, we'll talk about the different parts of the admin area, as well as how to add, organize, and edit posts and pages. WordPress is the backbone of your site. In web parlance, it's referred to as a content management system. As such, it manages all the content you throw at it. It can handle text, images, music, videos, blog posts, static pages, and more. The WordPress admin area is where you'll do most of your work creating content and managing your site. If WordPress is the backbone, then ProPhoto is the skin, and maybe some organs too. ProPhoto is a WordPress theme that allows you to style your content as well as to extend some of the content creating ability of WordPress. For example, you upload images to WordPress, but you use ProPhoto to add borders or drop shadow or put them into galleries. You create posts and pages with WordPress, but create custom menu links to those posts and pages using ProPhoto. Your dashboard is the initial landing spot in your WordPress admin area. It displays some interesting information like how many posts, pages, and categories you have, your most recent activity, and even a place to create quick drafts of posts. You can also see recent comments, pending drafts, as well as information from the folks at WordPress. The vertical menu on the left takes you to the major WordPress admin areas. The Updates area is one to pay special attention to, as it will alert you to pending updates for plugins, themes, and the WordPress software itself. Updating's as easy as clicking a button. ProPhoto, it updates itself automatically, but you'll want to make sure you update plugins and WordPress whenever you're prompted. ProPhoto always stays compatible with the latest version of WordPress. You'll spend a good deal of your time in the Posts area. Let's start by looking at the Add New Post screen. This is where you create new posts that will appear in your blog, so I'll give you a brief overview. Let's call our new post Test Post. Now, when editing a post, you have two display options selectable from tabs on the top right side. You'll start in the Visual Editor, which looks and functions pretty much like a word processor. The other tab puts you in the plain text editing area, where you can see the raw code that will make up your post. Most of the time you'll work in the Visual Editor, but when you have code to paste or you need to troubleshoot code, you'll go to the text editor. Moving back to the Visual Editor, we can start entering content in the content box. Just start typing, "Here's some text for my post." It's really that simple. I'll add some dummy text now just to show you what you can do. For example, you can set your text to bold, italic, or strike through. You can create bulleted lists or numbered lists too. You can indent large areas as block quotes, and you also have different alignment options like left aligned, centered, and right aligned. If you want to add a link in your post, highlight some text, click the link button, then type in whichever site you want your text to link to. Now your text is a link. You can get more options by clicking on the toolbar toggle button, like this. It gives you underline, text color, and some other advanced options. Any appearance settings you change from this toolbar will override similar settings from the ProPhoto interface. Remember, ProPhoto applies skin to the WordPress skeleton, so the text you enter in a WordPress post receives its default styling from your ProPhoto settings. Inserting images into your post is very easy to do. Just place your cursor where you'd like your image to go, then click the Add Media button right here. Click the Upload Files tab, the Select Files button, and then choose the image you want to upload. Once it is uploaded, you'll have some different options like adding a caption and the alignment and size of the image. Normally you'll want to insert the full-size image as center aligned. Once you have it set up how you want, click the Insert into Post button, and now the image is located inside of your post. There are a lot of other ways to insert images individually, or in groups, or as one of our ProPhoto galleries. We cover all those options in another video. Chances are you may be inserting images that are fairly large in size, so the editing area gets a little cramped and doesn't always display your image fully. And there's a couple things you can do to address this. First, you can go to the Screen Options area in the upper right corner and check the option to have only one column of option boxes. And this will give more room to the content editor in the window. If you have room on your display, you can make your browser window larger, which will give you even more horizontal room. You can drag the bottom corner of the editing window down so you can get more vertical room. And finally, you can click the distraction-free writing button here to toggle into full screen mode, which can be pretty nice if you want to see as much of the post as possible. Just keep in mind that what you see in the editor is not an exact representation of what you'll see on the front end. To preview what your post will actually look like, you'll need to save a draft and click the Preview button. It's a good idea to apply one or more categories to your posts. In the Categories option box, we can select existing categories and create new ones. I'll put this in a new category called Support. You can apply tags too, either by typing them in or selecting existing ones. Don't go crazy with these or use them to apply tons of keywords. Use no more than a few categories and only tags that are relevant to the post content. Think of categories as your blog's table of contents and tags as your blog's index words. Other options in the edit screen offer more advanced functionality, like custom excerpts, setting a featured image, managing the display of ProPhoto areas, and setting the author. You can click and drag the areas around to customize it, just like you'd like it to look. Additionally, you can always click on the Screen Options tab in the upper right corner to remove any of the things you don't use or to add new options. For example, let's say you don't use tags for your posts. You can uncheck tags and that area won't be shown. When you're ready, just click on Publish to publish your post. This will cause your post to appear in chronological order on your main blog post page, as well as in dated, archive, category, and tag pages. Another option under the Posts sidebar item is All Posts, which gives you access to all of the posts you've created. You can browse to find a post you want to edit, or use the search box to search for that post specifically. Once you find it, you can make quick changes by clicking the Quick Edit link under a post. Then change how it's categorized or tagged, or maybe change the title, and then click Save. Or just click the Edit link to pull up the full editor screen for that post. Under Posts is also a Categories area where you can create new categories for your posts, as well as edit existing categories. And additionally, under Posts is the Post Tags area, where again you can create new tags or edit existing tags. The Media area in WordPress takes you to your main media library, where you can see and search for anything you've uploaded to WordPress. You can upload files here as well, but they won't be connected to a post or a page. Most people don't spend much time here. The Pages area of WordPress looks and functions very much like the Posts area. Everything we've said about posts is true of pages. The only difference is that pages are static content as opposed to syndicated content. They aren't dated, categorized, or tagged, and don't show up on your blog pages automatically. You'll use pages for your site's static content, like an About Me page, a portfolio gallery, or maybe a pricing page. Basically, if you want to create a page that is not a part of your blog, you'll use a WordPress page. Pages and posts can both be password protected. To add a password, edit the visibility setting in the Publish box, choose the password option, enter your password, and click OK. Once published, ProPhoto gives you a bunch of options for creating links for viewers to access these pages. To learn more, search Pages at prophoto.com/support. Comments is where you'll go to approve, delete, reply to, or search through comments that folks have made on your site. The ProPhoto tab takes you into the ProPhoto user interface. And this is where you'll go to make styling changes to your site. You'll spend a lot of time here while you're creating your design. The Appearance link has really two areas you'll use. The Themes area is where you'll upload ProPhoto when you're starting out or upgrading. And the Widgets area is where you'll go to add and edit widgets in the ProPhoto widget areas. Another of our videos covers this area in depth. Plugins are files that can be added to WordPress that extend its functionality to do all sorts of things. You can search for new plugins to add in Plugins Add New. Most work with ProPhoto, but some definitely don't. ProPhoto does so many things already that most of our users don't need many plugins. It's okay to add ones you really want to use, just try to limit them as much as you can. The Users area is where you can make changes to your user profile, as well as add or manage your users. If you need to give someone else the ability to author content, for example, here is where you'll create that new user account. You'll most often come here to change your password periodically in the Your Profile area, and you should do this. The Tools area is where you'll go to import from a different WordPress site or another blogging platform, prepare an export of your content, or access options that might have been added by a plugin. The bottommost area is for your WordPress settings. Of note here is the General area, where you choose a site title and description and your time and date settings. The Reading area gives you options for how and from where your blog post page displays. Go to Discussion to tweak how you and your viewers engage with comments. And finally, the Permalinks area is where you'll choose the unique URL structure for your posts and pages.